What's going on? Have you ever dreamed of building a multi-instructor online course marketplace like Udemy or like Skillshare, but don't have millions of dollars to invest in the project? Stick around and learn how it's done. My name's Chris Badgett. I'm a WordPress LMS professional. I'm a software entrepreneur. I'm a coach to WordPress professionals. I'm a course creator. I'm a homeschool and work from home dad broadcasting to you from the cabin in my backyard. And I've got a long history here. I've been around courses for about a decade. I was an early course creator on Udemy, and it gives me great honor to build a site like Udemy, show you how it's done just using WordPress. But before we get into that, be sure to stay to the end of this video as I've got an exclusive resource for you called the WordPress LMS Buyer's Guide, which helps you select the best, most powerful technology for your learning management system project by answering 5 key questions. So stay to the end of this video and I'll let you know how to get access to this resource. So back in 2013, I created my first online course and uploaded it to Udemy. I actually did it all in one day. I wanted to prove to myself that I could create an online course and publish it in one day. It was actually a course about how to make the perfect omelet. I called it the Poet Omelet Method. Poet stands for perfect omelets every time. So cooking is one of my joys. And I basically created an online course on how to make 6 different omelet recipes. And I filmed it. I edited the videos, and I created the course on Udemy all in one day. And from that moment on, I was hooked on the online education industry. That was kind of my early days of course creation. So here's the challenge if you've ever thought about creating a Udemy clone or a course marketplace with WordPress. Perhaps you're struggling with one of these. And one of those is that you don't have millions of dollars in funding. It's kind of wild when you think about it that Udemy has according to Crunchbase, $296,500,000 of funding. And I'm about to show you how to build a platform like that with just a WordPress site, a couple of free tools, and a couple of paid tools. So anyways, you don't have to worry about the expense. And perhaps you're worried that you have to be overly technical. I'm going to show you how to build a course marketplace without having to write a single line of code. And the other thing is perhaps you're thinking it's going to be really complicated, like there's just way too many technologies you need to piece together. But I'm going to help you launch a course marketplace today in less than a couple of hours, and I'm going to make it economical. We're going to build this entire platform with free and low-cost tools. Even if you're a non-technical person, we're not going to write any code. All we're going to do is we're going to install plugins, we're going to create content, we're going to click buttons, we're going to just kind of set up a website as a non-techie, and we're going to keep it simple. So we're going to combine a few best-in-class tools with the most powerful learning management system for WordPress to create a Udemy-like experience. So the 5 key principles that I just want you to keep in mind before we get into the tutorial is that you do want to select the best WordPress LMS. So you want to choose the most customizable, powerful, multi-instructor course building learning management system solution for WordPress, which is called Lifter LMS. There's a link below this video to get that. Next, we're going to use the best-in-class e-commerce solution for WordPress, which is called WooCommerce, which powers a huge amount of the stores on the internet. So we're going to take the best of Lifter LMS, combine that with the best of WooCommerce. And then to get that really detailed instructor, revenue splitting, commission tracking, vendor situation that a marketplace has, we're going to choose the most customizable, powerful solution for WooCommerce to turn your store, your WooCommerce store, into a multi-vendor marketplace. That's called product vendors. We're going to show you how it's done, but we're not stopping there. We're also going to set up an affiliate program. So we're going to bake in the marketing to the project so that people can refer, provide links to the site, affiliate links, send traffic to the course marketplace, and have commissions tracked for that using an affiliate program. We're going to set all that up today using affiliate WP. And number 5 is we want to select really solid web hosting. Not all sites are the same in terms of how heavy they are in terms of usage of a website. When you're just building a brochure website, you just need some, kind of marketing pages, and the website can just be on like super cheap hosting or whatever. But when you're building an entire course marketplace platform like Udemy, you want to choose a solid managed WordPress hosting company. We got links down below of who we recommend, but specifically for this video, I want to give a shout out to the Nexus WooCommerce hosting. They've got a great package. We've got a link for that down below, designed specifically for WooCommerce at a great price. Check out Nexus WooCommerce hosting. There's a link for that down below. So again, I just want to go back to this incredible statistic that according to Crunchbase, Udemy took $296 million, 500,000 plus dollars in venture funding to create the course marketplace website. Now, sure, they didn't spend all that money on building the website. Like, they do some advertising campaigns and some marketing and stuff like that. But it really blows my mind of what I'm going to show you how to do today that you can do without needing to go raise a bunch of venture capital like Udemy did. If they were to build the whole thing today, they could do it with WordPress and a handful of best-in-class plugins like I'm going to show you how to do right here. It's just amazing how far WordPress has come, and some of the great platform tools like WooCommerce for e-com and Lifter LMS for the LMS platform utility. It's truly incredible, and it's great to be part of that story and WordPress, not only democratizing publishing, but also development. But there's a myth too I just want to go over today. As people get into the LMS niche, perhaps you have a client or you're doing it yourself who is an expert, subject matter expert in a particular topic. There's a myth that you have to be the expert to build this like curriculum of courses or this online school. But what I see is if you take on the marketplace mindset and you kind of switch from the expert to the publisher business model, it's amazing what you can do if you can curate the best instructors in a particular niche, or just in general for geography or for a certain type of person. You can create the course marketplace for some kind of niche. The publisher model is really incredible, and there's a lot of opportunity there that can scale much bigger than the expert model where you're trying to build all the content to yourself. And I've got one more pro builder tip for you today. Before we jump into the tutorial, be sure to use the Lifter LMS Groups add-on that we're demoing in the tutorial, because what this allows you to do, just like Udemy, where they offer training into businesses, you can do the same thing with your WordPress LMS course marketplace by using the Lifter LMS Groups add-on, where you can offer training at scale into a company or into a school or university or government, or really any kind of group you can imagine, where you offer this bulk enrollment. And there are huge sums that can be made if you work these kind of bulk training deals with bigger organizations. So if you're after creating the most value as quickly as possible, check out the part where we get into Lifter LMS Groups so that we can really kind of offer that training at scale and really go big with our training opportunities. So I'm super excited. Let's jump right into the tutorial. All right, I'm excited. We're going to build a course marketplace website with Lifter LMS WooCommerce and WordPress and a couple of other choice plugins. It's going to be awesome. It's got everything you need: instructor sign up, e-commerce, commission tracking and the payout system, the learning management system, the affiliate program. It's all built into it. Let's get after it. All right, what's going on? It's Chris. Now go ahead and take a deep breath, because what we're about to build is an entire course marketplace website like Udemy, like Skillshare. We're going to do it all with WordPress, mostly with free and low-cost plugins. So if you're excited, smash the like button and strap in. Follow along with me. If you have questions, just drop a comment down below. But here I am on my first blank install of a WordPress site. There's literally nothing on it. So if I go into the back here, you can see there's just nothing here yet. This is just a plain WordPress install we've set up with our WordPress host. Since we're going to be working with WooCommerce and Lifter LMS, and we're building a course marketplace, which is a lot more going on than just a regular brochure website, we need to have good, solid web hosting. So click the link down below to check out the hosting options that we recommend for your course marketplace website. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to install the Kadence theme. So I'm going to go to Appearance Themes and click Add New Theme, and I'm going to do a search for Kadence. And I'm going to install that right here. Just click Install and Activate. And I'm going to go ahead and install this Kadence starter templates options up here. So these are like starter sites that I'm going to use, and I'm actually going to install a certain one. We're going to set this up for Gutenberg, which is the default WordPress editor. And if we scroll down here, we're going to use a standard kind of e-commerce model site for this particular design. So I'm just going to go with this generic shopping option here. And I'm going to go ahead and import the full site. So I'm just going to click that, start importing. So Kadence has done a great job with these starter sites. So we're going to take an e-commerce site and then modify it and turn it into a Udemy clone or a course marketplace, a site like Skillshare. We're basically going to build a multi-instructor course platform where users can come to the site, they can buy classes, they can sign up to become instructors and publish their own courses, and have a dashboard for keeping track of how much money they're owed and how their orders are going, and to manage their course and all that. We're basically combining the best of the world's best learning management system for WordPress, which is called Lifter LMS, with the leading e-commerce solution for WordPress, which is WooCommerce. And there's an integration that Lifter makes that makes them work together beautifully. So we've installed our starter template. I'm going to click Finished and view our site. So you can see we've already got a fully fleshed out, basically store. We've already got these shop pages and product pages and a basic about page, contact page, and so on. So what I'm going to do here is the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this page, and I'm just going to simplify it a little bit. This is the WordPress editor, and basically I'm just going to let's see, go to this area right here, this row, and I'm just going to delete it. I don't need this part, so I'm going to remove that block, and I'm going to remove this social block here. I'm just simplifying, and I'll just go ahead and remove this block right here, and we'll just leave it at that. So you can see our home page. All we have is kind of this hero area at the top, And let's just modify this a little bit more here. So we're just going to change the content. So we're going to change this to learn and grow. Best in class training. And then we'll change the tagline to say, learn from the best instructors around the world from wherever you are. Cool. And then instead of saying shop now, what we're going to do is just change that to learn now. So you see how we're just kind of repurposing this store into a more of a learning site. So we've got that done, and I'm going to go ahead and go back to the page. And then let's edit this part down here. And we'll just say shop popular courses. And we'll change it from shop to browse. And I'm going to change this from that to business. Actually, we'll do relationships here. And this will make sense as I get a little further along. This one's going to be business. And this one is going to be health and fitness. And we'll just change these buttons again real quick to say learn now. Cool. Awesome. So what we have here is we have got a WordPress site with a starter template for a store using WooCommerce with some sample products in the catalog. So we're just going to clean these up real quick. And I can see this is in pounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the WooCommerce settings here. Payments, or actually general. And I'm actually going to change this to United States. I'll just put California on there. And we're going to be using the United States dollar. But you can put your own currency in there. And click Save Changes. And then this whole area right here on the side from WooCommerce down through marketing, this is all stuff that is installed from the WooCommerce plugin. So if we look at our products, we can see all these products in here. I'm actually going to delete these. We'll just move them to the trash. And just making room for some new products. And then I'm going to go to the product categories here. And I'm also going to delete these. And I'm going to add some new ones real quick. Those same ones you saw me do on the front end. Business, add new category. So for our course marketplace, health and fitness, you're usually going to have a large catalog of courses. So you're going to want to organize those through categories. And then relationships. Cool. So we've got those added there. And all right. So I think what we're going to do next is we're going to turn. So right now this is like a store where we could create products and sell products. And a few more things I'm just going to add real quick. Let's just add a few plugins here. So we want to add the WooCommerce Stripe plugin, which allows us to sell products using the Stripe payment gateway. So I'm going to click Install Now and activate that. And then what I'm going to also install is the WooCommerce PayPal payment gateway. So if we go to WooCommerce PayPal, it looks like there we go. So here's the WooCommerce PayPal checkout payment gateway. I'm going to install now and activate that. So you can see I'm adding some plugins here. And then the next thing I'm going to add is a vendors plugin called WooCommerce Vendors, which allows us to turn our store into a multi-vendor experience. The vendors that we're adding are going to be instructors. But let's do a search for WooCommerce Vendors. And this one, I believe, is the one we want. Yep, WooCommerce Vendors. And we're going to install now and activate. Now, keep in mind that this one has, WooCommerce Vendors does have a pro version, a premium version. In this video, we're just going to go far with the free version, but there's even more features than what you're going to see today. And then if we open up the settings of WooCommerce Vendors, we're going to run the setup wizard. So allow users to apply to become vendors. Yes. Manually approve vendors. Yes. So we don't want anybody just to sign up to be an instructor without our approval. Give any taxes to vendors. Sure. We're not doing shipping in this case, so we'll just leave that one unchecked. And then you could set the commission that you want to share with your vendor instructors, 50%, or they could get 80%, or they could get 20%. It's really up to you. We'll just do 50-50 to keep it simple. The capabilities, these are like what they're allowed to do on the website. So we want them to be able to add and edit products, to edit their live published products, and then allowing vendors to publish products without requiring approval. I'm just going to leave that checked, but you can of course fine-tune these permissions however you like. Allow the vendors to see the orders of their product, export their orders and view the notes and add notes. That all sounds good to me. So this plugin needs to install a few key pages. So we're going to allow it to do that. It's asking for a terms page. Looks like we don't have one built yet, but anyways, I'm just going to go ahead, and it looks like we're all set up there. And I'm going to return to my dashboard. And you can see we have this WC vendors area. So this is a new area on the site. I'm just going to go through the settings real quick while we're here. This is what we were saying for it to do in the setup wizard. We're paying 50% commission. These are the capabilities we're allowing. Display these pages. I'm actually going to change the name here of the URL to instructors. And You can play around with these settings, but we're just going to go over the basics today, and advanced, we don't need any of that right now. Cool. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install the most powerful, customizable learning management system for WordPress. So all we're going to do is go to plugins, and we're going to add new, and then we're going to do a search for Lifter LMS, which is the best WordPress LMS plugin. We're going to click install now, and we're going to activate it. And then same thing, we're going to go through a setup wizard here. So we'll click get started now. We will install the required pages. Enable offline payments. In this case, we're actually going to use the WooCommerce checkout, but Lifter does have its own checkout. We'll pass on the coupon, and we'll go ahead and skip installing sample courses, but we could do that here if we wanted to. So we're going to exit the setup. And now you can see over here we have Lifter LMS installed, and the courses and the membership functionality, engagements in these orders over here. This is all Lifter LMS related stuff. So we've got that installed. And the next thing we want to do is install a couple more plugins. In this case, we're going to get some premium plugins from Lifter LMS. So if you go to lifterlms.com, there's various add-ons in addition to the core plugin. We're going to need the one that does the WooCommerce integration, and you may end up using a lot of these, but for this demonstration we're going to install the WooCommerce integration, and we're going to install the groups add-on so that organizations and businesses could buy bulk training courses. So and administer that. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to go to plugins and add new. And I've actually already downloaded these plugins to my desktop. So I'm just going to install the Lifter LMS WooCommerce integration right here. Click install now. And I'm going to activate that. And then I'm going to install the Lifter LMS groups plugin. And I'm going to activate that. All right. And then there's one more tool while we're back here installing plugins, is we are going to have one more premium tool we're going to use, which is we're going to add an affiliate program to our course marketplace. So what we're going to want to get is the leading affiliate plugin for WordPress, which is called Affiliate WP, which is right here. I've actually already got it downloaded here, and I'm going to click add new, upload, and then I'm choosing this. And both for Lifter LMS and Affiliate WP, if you have premium plugins, you need to install the license key. I'm not going to show you how to do that in this video. We'll have a link to how to do that in the description down below. But just for speed, we're just going to install these plugins directly so that you can see what we're doing. Cool. And then there's a few more just kind of utility plugins we're going to install. I'm going to go to plugins, add new, and I need a form plugin, so I'm just going to grab WP Forms, which looks like this. I'm going to install now. Ninja Forms is also a great form plugin you could use. I'm going to activate this. And go back to my plugins. And there's one more that I'm going to install, which just makes it easy for a demo, and you'll still see what I mean in a little bit. We're going to add a plugin called user switching, which allows us to experience the website as if we're a different user on the site. So I have installed the user switching add-on. So there's a lot of plugins there. There's a link to where to get all these down below. So go click on those links to go get them, and you'll see them all listed out. Most of these are free tools. So, you know, we're building a site like Udemy. Udemy, as an example, had $296,500,000 in funding, and we're building this website in a couple of hours with mostly free tools. So that's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it when it comes to building a course marketplace, what's possible with WordPress and Lifter LMS and WooCommerce and a few other tools. So let's go back to the front of our site just to kind of get oriented. So we've got our site here. We deleted all the products out of the shop. You can see how we've got our new product categories, which are going to be training related. And let's start setting up some courses. So the first thing we want to do actually is get some users on here. So there's our affiliate dashboard and our WooCommerce dashboard, and we could have our form submission here. So one thing we want to do is we really want to kind of start building out the site so that, you know, people can find it and they can find what they're looking for. So the first thing I just want to do is just kind of touch it up a little bit. I'm going to go to appearance menus, and I'm going to switch to the shop menu, primary menu, which is the one at the top. And I'm going to change the word from shop to courses, since we're building a learning management system website, a courses website. Another thing I'm going to do is just remove that page, and I'll leave contact up there. Well, I'll go ahead and remove it for now, and then I'm going to remove the news page for now. Cool. And I'm going to click save. But now what I want to do is I want to add the vendors to the menu, which we're actually going to rename to instructors. And then under instructors, we're going to add these items, and I'm actually going to indent those like this and save the menu. So let's look on the front end and see what we're building there. So, and let's rename that a little bit so it makes a little bit more sense. So we're going to appearance menus, and we're going to rename this instructor dashboard. My orders and instructor settings. Cool. So I got that saved. And then there's also this page here, which is kind of like the dashboard for anybody who's purchased a course from our course marketplace. I'm going to add that to the menu. And I'm actually just going to rename that dashboard. and we'll call that learner dashboard. So that's going to have all our e-commerce information and also all the courses we've purchased and kind of our place to go with all the e-commerce and the LMS dashboard are combined for the learner on that page. And then I'll just add the contact page to the menu right there. And if we look inside here, I'm just turning Lifter LMS on there. Lifter has some great conditional sign in, sign out links that we can add to the menu. So let's save that. Oops, make sure that's saved. There we go. And you can see how our site is coming together. We've got our homepage, course catalog, which we haven't added any courses yet, our instructors, instructor dashboard, the learner dashboard, which is right here. This user doesn't have any courses or anything yet. We need to turn on the Lifter LMS WooCommerce integration. So if you go into Lifter LMS settings, integrations, and click on WooCommerce, we're going to go ahead and check this box to enable that integration. So now when we look at the front of the site, we can see on the learner dashboard, all the LMS stuff is also here. So these are like the e-commerce orders powered by WooCommerce, but the courses and the grades and the memberships and the progress tracking and all that is located right here. Cool. So then another really powerful tool we can use here is an incognito window. So I'm going to go File. I'm using the Chrome browser, but all browsers have this type of anonymous browsing. And what that allows us to do, I'm just taking my website URL and opening it there. And now you can see I'm not logged in. And so I'm experiencing the website as a visitor, not as the administrator who is building the site. So you can see how we've got all these great, this landing page, this home page, and we've got courses here, and then instructors, nobody's in there yet, instructor dashboard, and the next thing I want to do here is I want to allow for instructors to register on the site. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here, go back to the Lifter LMS dashboard, and first of all, in the general settings, I'm going to allow anybody to register on the website. So this is like a general WordPress setting. And then in the WooCommerce settings, over here, I'm just looking for the place, probably under accounts and privacy here. So allow customers to create an account during checkout. Yes, we want that. Allow customers to create an account on the My Account page. Yes, we want that. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save Changes there. And let me see by going back to my logged out view if that fixed that. Yep. So you can see here where, so now on the instructor dashboard, I could apply to become a vendor. So I'm going to check that box and put in my email address there and register. Cool. So your account yet has not been approved. When it is, you'll receive an email telling you that your account is approved. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to my site here as the administrator, and I'm going to go down to users, and you can see this pending vendor application right here. So I'm gonna change, I'm gonna approve this person. So right here where it says approve, I'm gonna click that, and that makes this user is no longer a pending vendor. So if we go back to all users again, you can see that this person is now a vendor. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to that user and, oh yeah, it looks like we need to install one more plugin, which is a user role plugin. So I'm gonna add this plugin. We're gonna do a search for publish press capabilities. So I'm gonna click install now and activate. And this allows us more control over the user roles. So if I go to the users, I'm going to go back to Chris here. And you can see here now I can have Chris as a vendor and as an instructor. So I'm going to go ahead and update that user. So now here's where it gets interesting is what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to experience the website as Chris. So I'm going to click switch to. This comes from the user switching plugin. So now I'm experiencing the website as Chris. And you can see here, I could switch back to my main administrator user right here, but a lot of the stuff over here is gone. So like as an instructor or vendor on this site, I can't mess with anything on the side. I'm only allowed basically to create courses and do what I need to do with the products. So let me go ahead and create a product. So Chris is going to create I'm going to do the WooCommerce product first, and then I'm going to create the course. So we're going to do a course called $1 Million Agency. So this is like a business course. And just for speed, I'm going to put just some placeholder text in here. I'm going to put it in the business category. And it's a virtual course. And the price is $1,000. And I'm going to go ahead and add an image to that. So product image right here. Hold on a second here. I'm not sure why that image isn't taken, but let's go ahead and publish that. Cool. There's the product image, business product, and if we look at it, you can see it's right here. So we've got a product to sell. This is a $1,000 course called $1 Million Agency. You can see down here it's sold by Chris in the category of business. So then let's go back in the back here, and then I'm going to add the course. So I'm creating a course, $1 Million Agency. And we're just putting that short description in there. And we'll actually add that. We'll add some course categories as well for that. But we've just got the shell of the course here. And just real quick here in the access plan area, I'm going to click Add New. This one-time payment, and I'm going to associate it with that WooCommerce product called $1 Million Agency. So I'm going to click Save. And then I'm going to launch the course builder here. Let me just go ahead and publish that. And then launch. Let's see. There we go. Launch the course builder. So here I am creating basically the outline of the course. And I'm putting some sections in there, or modules, whatever you want to call them, some lessons. And just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to put 3 sections with 3 lessons each. I'll put an introduction right here. And the first lesson is right here. And we could start adding the actual lesson content here. So if we open this lesson, there's no end to the amount of gorgeous content we could put in here. We could add a video. We could add some downloadable resources. We could add some images, some text, a combination, all kinds of things we could add to this lesson. I'll just put some text in here for now. Click Update. And you can see we've got a course starting to come together here. Real quick in the back, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch back to my WordPress administrator user over here in Appearance Widgets. On the course sidebar, I'm going to add a Progress widget. Call this Progress. And I'm going to add a Syllabus widget, which just shows the lessons of a course. And then I'm also going to do that inside of the lesson itself. So, course progress. And course syllabus widget. And I'm going to make that collapsible and display open and close toggles. So I'm going to click Save, Save. Always save your changes, folks. And then go back to the front end of the site. And we can see we've got our course in our catalog by Chris. It's right here. And I'm just going to go back into the back end here. And I'm going to go to users and I'm going to switch back to Chris. So watch how a lot of that stuff on the side disappears. Chris clicks on courses. And he's got his one course that he can view. And you can see it is here. And if we jump into the lesson, you can see here's the content starting to come together for Chris. And as we go into the back, Chris doesn't have any users yet, but he could see the reporting and analytics on the people in his course if he had students yet. So that's all coming together. Chris can click on shop settings and set up his routing number for payment. And his shop name is Chris Business Mastermind is the name of his company. Chris is a world-class entrepreneur. Shop description. Chris Business. I'm going to change it to Business Mastery. Mastery. is the leading education source for aspiring entrepreneurs. Save shop settings. So you can see I can put my PayPal, pay me here. So if you pay your teachers, your instructors by PayPal, you'll want all the instructors to add their PayPal email. So pay me here at mywebsite.com. If you don't have a PayPal account yet, basically you need an email address associated with one, and that way somebody can send money to that email address, which will show up in your PayPal account. Or if you're going to get into transferring money, you can do the routing number and all that stuff. So I'm just filling out some of the info here. I can see my profile. I could put my website in here. And I'm just being silly, but you can see how Chris has an area where he can work with his products, he can work with his courses, he can see his student analytics, he can engage on the comments that are assigned to him. So if we go back to the site now, if I go to the front end of the website, and remember, I'm viewing this site as Chris now. You can see I'm logged in up here. And if I go to my instructor dashboard, you can see I don't have any sales yet, but this is where the course marketplace is all starting to come together here. And I can view my store. I can see the courses that I have, and my instructor settings I can actually manage from the front end of the website right here. So check that out. And to really build out this use case, I'm going to add a couple more instructors and some more courses so that we can start seeing what it looks like. And then we're going to add an affiliate program. And keep in mind, we are building a course marketplace here. This is an advanced kind of website that companies like Udemy raised $296,500,000 to build and grow these businesses. And I'm showing you how to do it today in just a little bit of time in an afternoon. So check that out. And by the way, I got mad respect for Udemy. I'm not knocking them. They've been around for a long time. My first course I launched on Udemy, and not all that money they raise goes into building the website. They also use it for marketing and stuff like that. But it's just truly amazing what you can build with WordPress and Lifter LMS and WooCommerce and WooCommerce vendors here. So the next thing we're going to do is, let me go to my logged out view, and I'm actually going to sign out. So this is the view of the website where I'm not logged in, and I'm going to register a couple of new users. You can see Chris is there. Let me just fix that real quick. I'm going to go back to the front end of the website. That page needs a title. So I'm not sure if it's going to let me in there to edit that right now. Oh yeah, because let me switch back to the admin. So there's the admin, which can edit the page. And I'm just going to click return there, put instructors, and let's make that heading and center that, update that. And you can see now we've got that there. So that looks a little different. You know, you can click on that. You can see Chris's first course here. Now, obviously, we're going to fill this out with a lot more courses. While I'm here, I'm just going to get rid of this uncategorized category here. And then we'll add some more courses real quick. So I'm going to go to products, categories. Oh, there it is. So we'll make business the default, and that'll allow us Is it going to let us delete it? Yeah, now we can now we can delete it. There we go. All right, took a little bit. Cool. So we've got our categories here: business, health, health and fitness, relationships, and we're going to add a couple more instructors. So this is again the logged out view of the website over here in an incognito window. I'm going to click on instructors and instructor dashboard, and I'm going to put in a new user. Apply to become a seller on the site. So this user asked to be approved, and then I'm going to go into the back here and go to users, and I'm going to approve by clicking that link. So now you can see we've got Will here, and what I'm going to do is switch to Will's experience, and I'm going to put his name in here. All right. So Will is just updating his profile. And of course he could add more information here. We're going to go into the shop setting. Will put in his payment information. And we'll save that. And he could, of course, fill out his biographical information. For right now, we will just put some lorem ipsum text in there and save his shop settings. He's going to create a product. So we click on all products, and we're going to click on add new for Will. His product is going to be called 90 Days to Fit. And we'll put some just placeholder text in there. It's a virtual product. It's $1,000. And it's a health and fitness course. So he can publish that product. And now let's go create the course to go with the product. So he's got his product. Oh, when we approved him, we didn't make him an instructor as well. So let me actually go back and do that. So over here, as the website owner, we're going to add the instructor capability and click Update User. All right, so we're switching back to Will, and we're going to create our course. And this course, oops, not that. This course is called 90 Days to Fit. And this is also a one-time payment. That is associated with that product. So we're going to go ahead and publish that. And go ahead and build out the course here. Oops. So same thing, we'll just put a section 1 title and title the first lesson, and we could get into the actual course content right here. Since we already demoed that, let's move on. And you can see the course is right here. And if we go to the courses on the website, it's coming together. I'm actually going to add an image. I forgot to add the image to my product. So let's set the product image. And I believe it's that one. Let me try that again. There we go. Set the product image. There it is. Boom. All right. So that's there. And now we've got our course. You can see this one is sold by Will in the health and fitness category. And let's add one more. So I'm going to go ahead and go back here. Sign out. And let's see here. Hold on, I just want to make sure we got Will set up all the way here. I think we need to add his school name. So let's go back to Will. And if we go into shop settings, shop name is Wicked Gains. And save shop settings. Let's see if that gets it to show up. There he is. Cool. It's not a great photo, but you get the point. So there's that. And we're going to go ahead and add one more instructor. So this one we'll do Thomas at liftlms.com. Register. And we'll go into users. Let me switch back to the admin user. So you can see here's Thomas. We're going to approve Thomas. And this time I'm not going to forget to give Thomas instructor rights. So we're going to allow him to instruct. And go ahead and update the user. And I'm going to go to users, switch to this. So I'm now operating as Thomas. And I'll put a website in there. I'm updating my user. And then on the shop settings, putting in my PayPal email. So we've got the name of our education company is Human Lift. Save shop settings. And we're going to create a product called Soulmate Attraction. And we'll put that in the relationships category. It's a virtual product. It's also $1,000. And we'll set the product image there. Let me just publish that. And add that real quick. There we go. So we've got that created, and now we're going to create the course. So I can see how I can see the other courses, but I can't edit them or anything. So I'm going to click Add Course as Thomas. Soulmate Attraction. And go ahead and publish that. And we're going to add the access plan. So we're going to tie it to a product. And we could get fancier here. We could also create a payment plan version, but I'm just keeping it simple for this demonstration. So Soulmate Attraction, save, and update. Cool. And if we edit this course, same thing, we're just gonna add the structure there. And you can see we've got 3 courses coming together on our course marketplace. And if we go to the instructors, you can see Thomas doesn't have his avatar up, but that would show here. So we're starting to develop that. And I'm logged in as Thomas. So if I go, Thomas could also take a course if he wanted to. But as Thomas, I could go to my instructor dashboard and I could view my store. I could view my store settings, and I could update all my settings from the front end of the website. I could go ahead and add a new product right from there. I could edit the products I already have. And something else, like if this looks like too much like the WordPress backend, there are ways to skin this. So you could use the Lifter LMS course builder and manage the WooCommerce pieces you need to manage here with a very different admin UI. There's a great plugin by Blitz Industries that we'll put a link to down below if you want to skin this up and make this look even prettier. So if we go back to the front of the website, I'm just going to switch out of that. And you can see that we've got a multi-instructor platform. We've got 3 instructors that have come and put courses on here. And we can let's go ahead and add an affiliate program and a little bit more ability for someone to buy for their whole company. Like for a group of people, buy training for a group of people using the Lifter LMS Groups add-on. So smash the like button if you're digging where we're going here, because this is pretty cool to be able to build all this with WordPress. So let's go in the back here, and I'm going to go to, well, first I'm going to create a page, add new, and this page is going to be called training for groups. And then the purpose of this page is to allow you to get the intake for somebody who wants to buy, 2, 5, 2,000, 200,000 courses for a company, and make all that happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a form here. So I'm going to go ahead and publish that page. And I'm going to use that form plugin we installed, which was called WP Forms. So I'm going to click Add New. And I'm just going to use the simple contact form template. And this looks good. This one, I'm going to say, what is your email? This one is going to say, which course or courses does your group need access to? And then we're going to add a number field. Oops, just realized I had a typo there. How many student seats do you need? So, how many student seats do you need? And then we're going to do, we'll make that required. And then we're going to add actually a second email field. Because this is a group, what we're looking for, since we can have somebody else manage the enrollments, or it could be the same person getting it, but we're going to ask, what is the email of the person who will manage enrollments? Awesome. So we're going to click Save. And that is all set up. So we're going to back out of here. Just go ahead and click Save again. And we're going to go to that page we just made. Actually, let me go back to the form for a second. I saw that. I'm just going to rename this. Where can I? There we go. Group enrollment request form. So let's say that. And then we're going to back out of here. We're going to go to our pages. And on this page, training for groups, we'll just hit enter right here. And we're going to add a new block, which is a WP Forms block. And we're going to do this group enrollment request form that we just built. So that's there. So we're just going to add that to the menu. Appearance, menus, training for groups. Which could be businesses, it could be schools, it could be families, it could be a lot of different things. But you can save that. We'll view that on the front end. So now when somebody fills out this form, let me just show you how that works. Let's say we get a request, all your form, well, let's look at it from the front end of the website. So somebody fills out this form, they give you their name, the email, which course or courses they want access to, how many students, and the email of the person who will manage the enrollments. So then once we receive that in the back end, what we're going to do is we're going to create a WooCommerce product with a certain amount on it for them to, just like a hidden product, so that they can just pay online whatever it is, $1,000 or $2,000, $5,000, $100,000, whatever it is, or mail a check. And then once we've received the money, what we're going to do is set up the group. So if we go into Lifter LMS, let's see, I'm just making sure groups is here. So we've got our groups is set up here. Here we are. So groups. So we've got that request, and let's say we got a request from a company, a business that wanted to train their employees on the, let me get it up over here, the $1 Million Agency Method course. So what we would do, and let's say it was called Mountain Marketing Agency. And, you know, we could put this logo in there, or they could do it. And basically, they got access to this course, and they paid us $75,000 for 100 seats. So we'll give them 100 seats. And then the person that is going to be the group administrator was, let's just say, Nancy at website.com. And so what this is going to do is this is going to send Nancy an email so that she can then invite the 100 employees into the site, and Nancy will be able to view the analytics and the reporting on how those people are progressing through the business course. And she can, you know, put the Mountain Marketing Agency logo here. She can put a picture of the team back here, and they will be off to the races with that course. So that's how we do training for groups. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add an affiliate program. So let's look at the bottom of the website here. Dashboard, appearance, menus. So that menu at the bottom of the website is called the resources menu. I'm just going to select it. We're gonna remove that page. We're not gonna have a returns page. Shipping, we're not gonna do. We'll leave the privacy policy and terms. We're gonna add the affiliate area, add to the menu. We'll just put that right here. And I'll just rename this. Affiliates are used to looking at the bottom of the site. And then what else do we have? We've got a view all. We'll add our contact page in here. And most of these kind of sites do have a blog. So to create a blog, posts are here. These are where blog posts are written. All you have to do is add a new page. I'm just going to call this page blog. Publish it. And over here in WordPress, under Appearance Customize, General, where is it? Blog posts. There we go. Oh no, that's not the one. Homepage settings. Yeah, post page is going to be blog right here. So there we go. We got the blog here so that we can have a blog on our site. So I'm going back to our menu. And view all. I'm going to add a blog to the menu. And then we'll put the about page on the menu. Do it in that order. And if we go into the affiliate area, there's a couple of settings that we can play around with here. So we do want to get a license key. So I'll put a link to where to get affiliate WP below this video. The terms of use page. I thought we had one, but I guess we didn't. We would link that up. And the default referral rate, let's say we're going to do 40%. And save changes there. Integrations. We're actually using WooCommerce to sell. So we'll go ahead and just check WooCommerce here. By the way, if you're not using WooCommerce to sell, if you're just using Lifter LMS and you want affiliates, you can check right there. Click Save Changes. And just taking a tour through the settings. Oops. If we go to affiliates, settings, we're going to allow users to register affiliate accounts for themselves, and we're going to automatically register new users as affiliates. So we'll just check those boxes. And then I'm actually going to go to my users and go ahead and make Chris an affiliate. Chris is pretty awesome, so I'm actually going to give him a higher commission than the standard 40%. But I'm just automatically, so Chris doesn't even have to sign up. He's part of the affiliate program. And if we go back to our users, in the future, now that I have it turned on, I'm adding Thomas as an affiliate. And I'm going to add Will also as an affiliate. So we've got Will right here, add affiliate. Done. So now we have 3 affiliates. So this is really an amazing site. So if we were to switch who we are again, just to kind of experience the site, you can see how we updated the menu. The affiliate sign up form is down here if somebody wants to join, become an affiliate. New users, both students and teachers, are automatically registered as affiliates if they choose to promote in that way. But if we go back to the site and I view the site, I'm going to go to my users and I'm going to switch to Will and visit the site. This is how Will, as an instructor, experiences the site. You know, if Will goes to his affiliate dashboard, you know, he's got his affiliate link right here that he can share out and get credit and so on. He's got his instructor dashboard. He's got his learner dashboard. If he were also taking courses. So just to show you what that looks like, you know, if we were to start putting some data in here, let me just bounce back. And just in the interest of time, I'm going to go to the users and I'm going to go ahead and just enroll Will in Chris's $1 Million Agency course. So, and now I'm going to switch back to experiencing the site as Will. And if I go to the front, you see I get my enrollment notification as if I had just bought the course there. I go to my learner dashboard and I can see I've got the $1 Million Agency course. I could get started. And, you know, I could start working my way through the content. And if we back out of this and I go back to users, and I'll just go to the master admin account, you know, you can see here we've got reporting starting to populate. We've got a student in here. We could export the data. We've got all of our vendors in here doing their thing. So if we look at this, we don't have any data in here yet since nobody's bought a course from the front end of the website. But essentially, we have built an entire course marketplace in just a little bit of time in one day so that you can have a site like Udemy or Skillshare or any kind of multi-instructor, two-sided course marketplace. You can even offer trainings into groups. And all this is done with just WordPress, the world's best learning management system for WordPress, which is called Lifter LMS, the world's best WooCommerce engine for WordPress, which is called WooCommerce, and the incredible WooCommerce vendors plugin. And we're also using the top affiliate system for WordPress that works great with WooCommerce and Lifter LMS called Affiliate WP. So go get your copy of Lifter LMS, get the Lifter LMS WooCommerce integration, get WooCommerce vendors. There's links to all the tools we used below this video. Smash that like button and let me know what you loved most about this. If you need help, just drop a comment with your questions down below. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to build a course marketplace website like Udemy. Some people call it a Udemy clone with WordPress using Lifter LMS, WooCommerce, and a couple of other choice tools. Thanks for checking out this tutorial video. Bam! I hope you enjoyed that. I also want to share an exclusive resource with you. It's called the WordPress LMS Buyer's Guide. It helps people who are stuck, they're in research paralysis, trying to find the best LMS and platform tools for their project. There's so many choices. There's so much information out there. It's overwhelming. So we put together this resource for you called the WordPress LMS Buyer's Guide. Click the link below this video. so you can download that like tens of thousands of others who have come before you, so that you can ask the critical questions, so that you can select the best tech for your project and get outside of research overwhelm. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and click the subscribe button after you click the like button. I really appreciate it. If you know a WordPress professional or a do-it-yourself course creator, website builder person, share this video with them if you think they might find it helpful. And I want to encourage you to keep learning, to keep taking action. You have the power to lift up others through education. There's a course inside all of us, and I'll see you in the next video.